It's week 6, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Bucs next on Madden NFL 24.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Willis looks to pass it here. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. There he goes left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, This was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Bridgewater now. Throw left side to Reynolds. Into space at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll go down at the 28. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 28-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They give to White on the option. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Well, they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, They got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The second down throw by Willis. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Willis on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play fake. Bridgewater. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end Granson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, here's White. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Buccaneers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First down, Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand we can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100. He's been working well towards 100 here.
Read option. This is White. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tenyon. It's a gain of 35.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Lions are back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs ready to take over once again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle.
Knight.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Willis. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
In motion left comes Brown.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Knight.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other side.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 36-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch out and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Joe Tryon.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On play action, it's Bridgewater.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Bridgewater on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in 5 minutes and a half. But the coverage has been tight all game long. And they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Patterson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get through. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2nd down, here's Willis. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now Willis. A short one there, caught by Granson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Willis. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Texans who are out in front. Robert Woods, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, a pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Oh, nice move.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
123 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out come the Bucs now. The drive starts with a run by White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They give to White on the option.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Read option, this is White.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Knight, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
They give to White on the option.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Willis. He's got Hamler on the out route. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Kick is good. And that will extend their lead even.
Building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. It's Williams on the catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Bridgewater. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that one results in 35 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Bridgewater. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
Pass interference. Defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the 1st half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers' 8-yard line.
Now Montgomery running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Brown goes in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Here's Bridgewater. Caught by Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Bridgewater.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White.
Up to the 20.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Up the middle they go. It's Knight, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. That's a 33.
To throw is Bridgewater.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 5. And the Lions first down.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs to about the 40-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down is right.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Bridgewater.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
To throw, Bridgewater. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
And they'll run it with Gibbs.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A first down throw for Bridgewater.
A slant to Jones.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting him today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
That's complete to Palmer. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And they will take a knee here.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
They go with White on the counter. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.